Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL powered by Coca-Cola. Before we have the event started, a huge shout out to our associate sponsor, Hero, our esports partners, Nordwind Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Stare Virtua, for making this event happen. Joining along way with me is, of course, as usual, Azeem. And today, a really peculiar matchup, a battle where nothing much is on the line except for the bragging rights. Kerala Blasters FC going up against ATK Mohun Bagan. What are your thoughts?
Well, ATKMB, I think, are in the quest of double digits on the leaderboard. So let's see how they fare today. But of course, these guys, unfortunately, not part of the discussion for the giant prize pool anymore, because unfortunately, only the top four teams will make it there. But of course, it's a massive prize of 15 lakh rupees for the winners. We have, of course, still it's about six teams in the shakedown for that, and of course the MVP stakes. Bindratej from ATKMB still in with a shout. If he scores sort of 7-8 goals per game, he could be winning that 4 lakh rupees and getting his personalized NFT by Caravaggio.
Oh yeah, I think, and he's got a very less matches to go before he tends to do that. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and find for ourselves where do ATKMB stand, and it's at a TBD bottom, right? Not the kind of a position that the ATKMB fans would like them to see. And yeah, it was the first time these boys came in. They had a lot to prove, and they could not. But it's all right. It's okay. They can live with this. And yeah, they've just lately managed to win one more game, and they've amassed 6 points in total. Now we have had this discussion, right? ATK Mohun Bagan would definitely want to get into their double digits at least, try to win the remainder of the game. But it's not going to be easy because it's Kerala Blasters FC on the opposition that you're talking about, a team that is very heavily stacked with players like Lokmanu and Akshat, who has gained a lot of form. And taking a look at the matchups today, we are seeing that little bit of a switch around, because the last time I remember it was Lokmanu absolutely hammering Bindratej with that 6-2 scoreline. But mind you, ladies and gentlemen, that was almost like the first few days of the eISL. That is where Kerala Blasters had a phenomenal start. ATK Mohun Bagan, not likely a start that they had wanted. But times have changed, the competition, the level, everything has changed. Now, I think the only factor that we can see is a lot of fun having today, which means we can see a lot of goals being scored, because neither of the teams are going to be under any sort of pressure. Even if we take a look at their matches played and goals scored, pretty much in close contention with each other.
Yeah, it was quite a wild ride that last time out. It was 6-2 for Bindratej and 4-1 for KT, and just about scraped through over there in the end by Kerala Blasters FC. I think it was a very late winner that they managed to get up against the ATKMB boys. So maybe a little bit of revenge on their minds, but of course it's Akshat going up against Bindratej. First time they're facing each other in the tournament so far. So let's see how they approach it. If we look at the head-to-head, I'm quite certain that Bindratej has scored more goals fairly easily, evenly ranked in their FIFA scores as well. So yeah, I think we're just counting down to kick off. Lots of joking and banter happening over there. There you go, 35 goals for Bindratej. I think Ankit Gupta leading the charts with 40 at this moment, or 41. So, well, Bindratej has 4 games to go. If he can keep racking in, I think last time out he scored 8 goals across all the matches. So, if he can keep going, you never know.
Oh yeah, and Bindratej has always been one of those players that has the potential to go on and do something like that. But I would really not want to rule out Akshat's chances, right? The last time I clearly remember that matchup, KT Dillon, all he did was one small thing, and Akshat had no answer for it. That late cutbacks, right? Cutbacks into scoring a goal, where he used to love to play the ball from a long distance, gets the pass, goes in deep, a cutback, and scored on 4 occasions the same way. He managed to do that. So again, Akshat has evolved tremendously after that, and I think it's going to be a whole different ball game for ATKMB. But here we have the game kicking off. ATKMB, of course, in their away jerseys from right to left, and Kerala Blasters FC in their black from left to right.
Yeah, let's see if these guys start playing with the openness and freedom that we saw from Hyderabad FC yesterday. I think they had a really good game. Unfortunate with the result at the end of it, but ATKMB, as we've been saying, they'll be hoping to get into double figures in terms of the points, and immediately a shot saved there by Van der Sar. It was going into that far corner, and the keeper just about managing to pull it out. Corner coming in, it goes to Hullet at the far post. Will still be recycled by ATKMB, but a very bright start by them.
Oh yeah, and I think the last time ATKMB went up against Hyderabad FC, they managed to pull out a win. But again, Bindratej being really deadly in these certain early moments. We know he's a very aggressive player, and you give him that small little opening, he's gonna tend to capitalize upon that. And with Hullet, he still kept the ball in contention. Almost received it, but Akshat being a little wary with Marquinhos makes that save, but a really cheap giveaway towards Pele. Now we've got to see what can Bindratej make out of this particular chance. Racing in through Pele will go towards CR7, looking for that cross, but not letting it happen, and goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, ran out of room over there. And Akshat's been backs to the wall. I don't think he's had a proper touch of the ball in these opening 10 minutes. So Bindratej really turning that screw early on, trying to assert his authority, trying to get that win as soon as he can. Of course, he has unfinished business, shall we say, with Kerala Blasters FC having been beaten, demolished 6-2. But this is where the struggles have been for ATKMB on this end of the pitch. Can he keep Akshat out? For now, he can, yes. We did see a lot of improvement in Bindratej's defensive game the last time he was here, and a bit fortunate with the bounce of the ball. Again, you can see lots of bodies going forward. Bindratej does look like he's playing that narrow diamond formation as well. So, should be relatively solid in the middle of the park. But let's see, again, gets in very well with Pele. Could have maybe gone for the shot or the pass over there, and just gets that pass all wrong. But encouraging signs definitely for ATKMB as now Kerala Blasters FC with Akshat trying to get in, but will be easily intercepted.
Yeah, I mean, this is something, I think this is just highlights of what's about to come in the second half, right? Both these players, no holds barred is what they've got the motivation from, because with the way they've been playing, they haven't really kept the ball a lot around the midfield. It's end-to-end FIFA going on, and this time it's Kerala Blasters FC trying to attack, and it was Akshat went into that left wing, but it's fine. I mean, it was prevented, mitigated by Bindratej, and whose defense has been looking really sound. You know, the last time he went up against TK, he went 5-3 up, so could clearly say that he's one of those players who does not stop with just one goal. But right now he's finding that first of many to come. But Akshat, will he let him do that? That's the bigger question. With Pele, it's a very good chance. He's definitely going to take a shot. And there he succeeds. And ATK Mohun Bagan have taken the lead. It's 1-0.
Oh, that was absolutely sublime there from Bindratej. He's been working on that, trying to do that little flip-flap, shall we say, and get the space to take the shot. And the shot was absolutely unerring. He really manages to get that timed finish so bang on. Bindratej, one of the best finishers in the eISL, and giving us a nice demo over there. And Akshat, needs to get back into the game. Hasn't really been much for Akshat to do so far. It's all been Bindratej, but I'm sure he's going to have to do something about that in the remainder of this game to come. Gets a bit fortunate over there, the break coming to him, and now again finds that beautiful ball played to Mbappe over there, and somehow Petr Cech claws that out from nowhere.
Yeah, I really thought that this was a goal going in, and that has been one of the primary causes of concern with ATKMB, right? They score, but at the same time, their conceding trait of them hasn't really faded away. Last time, I think Bindratej looked a little bit better, but he still managed to give away 3 goals, which is not really the mark that he wants to set for himself. But likewise, as long as you're scoring more goals than you're conceding, it's fine. It's something that you can live with, and that has been the go-through mantra for Bindratej. This time with Mbappe, he tempted to go in deep from the right wing, but Akshat denying him that opportunity. Now with Cancelo, he's getting a little ahead, has of course found Ronaldo Nazario over there. He needs to find one more pass on towards Pele this time. A perfect chance, could have done a lot over there, but Cancelo making sure that the ball did not pass through.
Yeah, the pass through and the run was excellent, but I think the first touch over there let him down, just allowed Cancelo and the defender to get back in position. And now Bindratej got CR7 on that left flank. What's he going to do? I thought he might have been tempted to chop back in and go for that long range shot, but well, deciding to play the simpler game again, cuts in there and wins that ball back. An early pause cued by Akshat over there, clearly not happy with how things are going so far. And will he be allowed to make that change before Bindratej can capitalize further? Because it does look like Bindratej is capable of scoring that second goal. You can see he went for the chop back there, but didn't have space, and he's annoyed with himself because that might have been a very, very good scoring opportunity. 41 minutes now, pretty much on the clock, and Akshat has had that one big chance, or you could say one and a half big chances if you consider that one through ball where the touch let him down. So looking like Ronaldo entertaining us with a few flicks and tricks. And but it does look like Bindratej is the guy in control. But we've said that so often, unfortunately, for ATKMB in this tournament, that they've looked in control and suddenly it's all fallen away from them. And I'm sure we're going to see Akshat rethinking his strategy for the second half.
Oh yeah, I think Akshat needs to reconsider how he wants to be playing, because has been a really attacking half for ATKMB, right? They've been creating a plethora of chances, and and Akshat hasn't really been that deadly, something that you would expect him to be. But there you go, the halftime whistle finally blows, and ATKMB clearly happy with where they are right now, right? They've been creating those chances, they've been creating those openings, also finding one breakthrough in this. Was one of those few attempts that could have really gotten in. But Bindratej realizing that he could do better, and in fact, indeed he did that. Right, found the right pass, went in with Pele. There you go. This time not missing on that shot. The accuracy was also spot on. And Akshat, there was just that one opportunity where we really felt it could have gone through, and this was the same, right? And Lokmani also saying, yeah, there was a good effort, and all he's got to do is find similar openings like that. And Akshat has always been one of those players who looks for that perfect pass in that final third. Once he gets it, he manages to score. Right, he likes to keep things simple, not a lot of skill moves, not a lot of shenanigans is what he likes to pull off. Keeps a very simplistic approach towards the game, and more often than not, he succeeds.
Yeah, well, he's gonna need to complicate things a little bit more now because, of course, he is down, trailing over here, and looking to get in great through ball again from Pele, but just turning away from goal, and Pele gets barged off the ball quite unceremoniously. And now with Mbappe in the box, looking for that cutback, he's been very susceptible to this. Pele at the back post, never going to win that header. And now Bindratej can look to play on that counter attack, waiting for the run from Ronaldo. Will he go long? Nope, decides against it. Probably the smarter choice over there. And Hakimi now finding Mbappe Kante. This is very slick from Akshay, and well, finds CR7 at the back post, and shot taken. The volley on the left foot saved again, tipped behind for a corner, taken quickly. Will we see that ball coming in? It is Ronaldo Nazario going for that top corner, but Van der Sar equal to the task.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to score shots like that against Van der Sar and his long reach. If he gets enough time to react, he will 9 out of 10 times save the goal. But clearly shows the attacking intent of Bindratej, how really he's been so deadly over there in such situations. Akshat really not being able to keep up with the pace of Bindratej. He needs to slow it down, and he needs to start off by initially not giving the ball away like that, right? He needs to understand the gravity of situation. A run pulled off by Ronaldo Nazario, and this could be a potential goal in, and could have been a chip shot, could have been a lot more things, but really went in for the default one, and did not quite go the exact way he had aimed for. But finally, Peter Cech collecting the ball, and Kerala Blasters FC have to work even harder.
Yeah, it was interesting that he's given the ball away after queuing the run from Pele, just passed the ball straight to the opposition. Don't think Pele would appreciate that. But Akshat needs to change something around. Maybe a tweak to the formation. Maybe the wide formation is not quite working for him. But getting into a good position now. It's about in that 1v1 situation. Can he win that battle? No, he can't. Not this time around. He'll have to go again and hope that ATKMB do not create anything. They haven't for now, and Akshat can keep that pressure on. Pause cued by Binder Tej. Maybe a personnel change. Maybe wants to get Neymar or a Messi or somebody on to give him some more shooting options. But for now, he has to be focused on defense and the lacks in concentration.
No
And Petr
way.
Cech pulls it out again.
Oh, this is so annoying for Akshat at this particular moment. Now he's starting to ponder what to do, and thankfully he's got Lukmanu right beside him to give him that interesting insight on where he could do something and find that really important opening. But regardless, I really feel like you've got to start trying to be a little bit more crafty, right? Especially try to take try to take a different avenue. Try to take a different route. Try to maybe score a chop back finish. Try to maybe put a few long balls going in, or something that might cause some distraught or disarray in ATKMB's formation. And so you've got to catch Bindratij with his pants down, right? You just can't expect to try and pull off the same cutback and a goal time and again and expect it to work out. So Akshat clearly needs some innovation in his style of play, because Binder Tej seems like the way he's been playing, he's done his homework, and Peter Cech clearly had some really nutritious breakfast today. He's been making those saves
Oh,
just like this one again, the third time in the game, and Akshat seems to be frustrated.
yeah, well, Akshat's been in this situation a lot of times where he's just been frustrated by keepers making save after save. And well, if the tournament is any indicator, he's not at his best when he's frustrated, when he's lost his composure. He's a guy who, once he takes control of the game, it's very difficult to stop him. And this time now, Bindratej, he's in control over here. Can he get the shot away? It is in to that top corner, and Akshat will be thinking, you know what? How is my keeper not making these saves? Because that was a much more difficult angle to score from. But sometimes that's life, that's FIFA. And well, back-to-back wins it does look like for Bindratej. Another good two goals scored for him, keeping up his quest for that MVP slot. Maybe needs to get three or four more goals today. Maybe across the duration of the co-op, he might manage to score one or two. Akshat trying to get in over here, but nope, the door is slammed shut. And well, he's going to be looking for more and more goals now as Bindratej, as the gaps open up. Akshat, of course, is going to go and start chasing this game now, and that's going to leave a lot more gaps for Bindratej to exploit. Messi running wide. Oh, that's actually worked out quite well. Now, will he look for the cutback? Will he go for a chip? He sat down the keeper, but couldn't quite get that shot away. It's still 2-0, 10 minutes on the clock, and that ball given straight back. And you can see Akshat getting frustrated with each passing minute here.
Yeah, I think he knows at the back of his mind that this game particularly is over, right? No matter how much he tries, I don't think Bindratej is going to give him that room and opportunity to carry forward anything else. And really, the lack of innovation in Akshat's style of play being the cause for his downfall in this game. We couldn't see any switch arounds from him trying anything different. Maybe this time could go for a lob pass, but still waiting for Hakimi to come in through that right wing. The more time that you're giving ATKMB to respond, the more men they're kind of amassing on the back lines. And with Mbappe this time, Akshat definitely has to try and at least score a consolation goal. It's 86 minutes in. He needs to do something over here with Ronaldo Nazario really second guessing his thoughts, trying to search for a clear avenue, clear opening, and this could be the chance, but no way. And I think I'm not gonna keep count of any more times, as Peter Cech has made saves time and again and again. This time, you've got to feel bad for Akshat at this point.
Oh yeah, he's really. It's in. If this was a chess match, we would say that it was a checkmate for Bindratej, because Cech has totally been his mate so far. And now look at that counter-attacking opportunity. Messi charging forward, has support in the form of Mbappe as well. Will he go for that long-range shot? Finds Ronaldo, can't quite find that final pass, and there you go. The game is over. And Akshat's, well, he's had a few of these in the tournament so far, but Bindratej gets that job done. Two goals scored, could potentially have scored more as well, but could have conceded a lot more. I'll be very interested to see the XG stats after this game, because some of those saves and some of those chances were just absurd.
Yeah, I think even I want to see what the expected goals would be in this particular game. But yeah, likefully, rightfully pointed out that Bindratej, I don't know, he was still complaining, right? Complaining about the fact that he needed to score a few more. Now his only chances over here of going home with something is those extra 4 lakh rupees that is granted to the MVP, and just scoring 2 individual goal does not help his cause. Now, I think this is the 17th encounter for ATKMB. Yes, it's the 17th one. After the three only remain, so he's gonna make most of those chances. But regardless, he's has now put his team in a very good condition. And had he done that ever since the commencement of January, where we saw the second half of the eISL starting off, maybe things could have been different. But for what it is now, for what they're fighting for is to keep their heads held up high, to make sure that the fans still believe in them, considering their overall performance in the eISL this time. And I think taking a few more experiences before things finally come to an end.
Yeah, and you can see, I mean, we're just going to see chance after chance now for Akshat, and just ridiculous save after ridiculous save. Well, this was an easy one for Van der Sar. And, well, actually, I think even Akshat's keeper made a couple of decent saves. That was more down to, I think, Binder Tej's decision making than the save itself. But here, this one, I mean, you'd never expect the keeper to stop that, but it did happen. And then finally, Binder Tej was just able to close it out over here, smashing that near post top corner. I think Akshat leaving that near post open, and well, wasn't the wisest option because and there you go. If you look at the expected goals, it's actually 2.6 to 2.3. So Akshat will feel quite aggrieved. Unfortunately, Petr Cech turning out to be his mortal enemy in this particular game, but sometimes that's just how the game goes.
Yeah, and you don't see a lot of players using Petr Cech, right? We've seen Mendy being used quite a lot these days. In fact, Luke Manu loves to use Mendy. We've seen a lot of other goalkeepers also coming up. But right now, let's head into an exclusive interview with Binder Tej, who is waiting for us inside the studios. And well, Bindra, that was an amazing game, but not really the number of goals that you wanted to collect because of your run for the MVP rankings.
Yeah, to be honest, I was not happy with my attacking game at all. I should have scored a couple more, and I missed a lot of chances. Akshat also missed a lot of chances. My keeper made some brilliant saves,
Yeah.
but I was happy with my defensive performance in the game. And but attacking wise, I was
Yeah.
not happy at all.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, I think we've seen the improvement over the last couple of games for you, particularly not conceding a lot of chances, and of course, keeper helped you out quite a lot in those last few moments. So, you guys will be looking to. I mean, what's the aim now? Just go out and try to have fun and win every match you can.
Yeah, that's the aim, to be honest. Just win every match that we have left, and let's see what happens now.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but Bindra, please tell me about your plans after the ISL, because we know after a certain point it's all gonna come to an end. So, are you gonna continue your FIFA competitive career,
Yeah,
or I? Yeah, go on.
this is actually my first tournament, like first big tournament. So obviously I was planning on continuing my FIFA career after the eISL also, but as of now I have to study because my papers are around the corner. So after that, yes, I'll focus on FIFA more.
Well, awesome. All the best. And of course, for all the aspiring esports players, you can't just leave your studies and college and just start playing video games. You have to have a balance in life. And
Yeah, yeah.
there we have it with Binder Tej as well. So, all the best for the remainder of the match and your exams and everything else as well.
Thank you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. So again, typical Indian esports player, right? Studies and exams. I can relate myself to that era where you used to bunk your examinations even to attend a tournament, right? I would definitely not recommend you viewers to do that. That's going to be outrageous. But regardless, I think this was Binder Tej joining with us, who was not really happy because for his MVP race he had to score something like around 5 to 6 goals. But as long as they're still winning games, ATKMB gets those 3 points, then it's not going to hurt their cause. But the next matchup we do have for us right now is with Lok Manu going up against KT Dillon. Now, this has not happened in the past, right? This is the first time we're going to see them play. The last time, however, Lok Manu went against Bindratesh was those early phases where he absolutely clobbered him down to a 6-2 victory, right? But lately, Lok Manu has also been under the weather. More often than not, he's been conceding a lot of goals, and most of the chances that he creates, we've seen that same fate of luck with Akash as hits the crossbar, the keeper makes some outrageous saves, and the worst part, adding along with the fact is just the moment he has created a really good chance or has scored a goal, right after, within the same minute, he concedes one. This has been one of the biggest, fallout reasons for Lokmanya. I'm pretty sure that today he's gonna go all out, play without any pressure. And against KT Dillon, it's not gonna be that easy. But let's see how does he fare out.
Yes, of course, KT will be again. He's another guy who said we're just gonna come out and enjoy ourselves, have as much fun as we possibly can. For Lokmanu as well, I think he did mention he's now trying to take a little bit less stress about the matches. He doesn't want. He knows that the game is up, and I think with FC Goa's win today, mathematically that completely ruled out Kerala Blasters FC, because there's absolutely no way that they could be able to get back into that top four. So it will hurt him for sure. It's going to be a blow for him. He was one of course, the top rated players coming into this tournament, and it's just not quite worked out for him. As a team, I think when Lokmani was playing well, it was not working out for Akshat. Then suddenly, when Akshat started to pick it up, suddenly Lokmani's luck fell out of the window entirely, and they've never really clicked and managed to put together a sustained run of form. So it's been a disappointing tournament for Kerala Blasters FC. But well, for now they can enjoy themselves. Lokmanu particularly, he'll be wanting to show the world and all the Kerala Blasters fans exactly what he's capable of, and try to put on a show for us.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what his intention will be, right? Quite frustrated. He clearly knows that he could have done way better, because I've known this man for quite some time. It's been over a year and a half right now. We've shared the same desk, even in a few of our previous tournaments. One of the players to have represented the country, also a part of the national team. So much glory, so much accolades collected, but haven't really been resonated with his run of form in the eISL. But that is something about life, right? There are those bad days. There are always going to be those bad tournaments where you do not really meet your expectations or reach your mark, the targets that you set. But how you come back after that is also something that really needs to be emphasized on. As we have finally kicked it off, it's going to be Lokmanu from left to right in that black jersey of his against KT Dillon from right to left in their signature white. We've seen Kerala Blasters FC not really winning the first game, but this is a game for redemption. This is where Lokmanu can also go all out, would be looking to attack, and he is exactly doing that. But KT Dillon denying him the luxury.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how KT approaches this. Is he going to be a little bit cautious and see how Lokmanu is going to play, or is he just going to go absolutely all out, go for broke? Let's see how he approaches it right now. At the start, with Ronaldo getting into a comfortable position, now finds Hullet. Good turn away from the defender. Could actually have gone a little bit further with the ball, but nice little ball roll fake over there. And well, could have done a bit more with that, but gives the ball up. And now Lokmanu will try to waste no time in getting forward. And you can see already, oh, Pele absolutely slapped across the face by Maldini over there, unceremoniously, career-ending tackle over there. And well, wins the ball back. No foul given to add insult to injury. And KT Dillon looking pretty confident at the start. He can put a cross in over here. Waiting for the moment. Waits for the right moment. Outside of the foot shot, but saved by the keeper.
Yeah, KT is here to be a little sneaky and maybe score one of those goals on a counter attack. If you can get that, then that would be really great. But we've seen KT. He's got the potential. He's got the skills. It's all about the experience and holding on to his composure. As Pele is going to definitely score at that one, and this time it's not going to be the goalkeeper. It's not going to be the crossbar. It's the back of the net where the ball will find, and Lokmanu scoring for Kerala Blasters, a much essential and important lead that he has gotten right now inside the game.
Yeah, definitely, and did a very, very good job. They found the correct through ball, and of course, then just sitting down the keeper with a couple of ball rolls, and he was never going to miss from there. So, good start, confident start from Lukmanu. Was a good start from KT as well. I think he's creating enough chances, so he'll feel confident that he can find his way back into this. We did see last time out against, I believe it was Adizima as well, that he went down early but managed to make that comeback and get the job done. So not quite over yet. Although passing will need to be just a little bit sharper than that.
Yeah, I think they could do a lot better, right? But now for Lokmanu, this could be a scoop pass, but no, into the wrong territory. In fact, onto the enemy over there is what is given it away. But Cancelo making sure that gets the possession back to the boys from Kerala Blasters FC, and we've got to see what Lokmanu can make out of this attack. Now, he's been looking really sound in this particular game. Has been really patient with his build-ups. Has been looking for those chinks in the armor. Has been playing a lot of long balls today, especially Mbappe with the cross. Can he get the header? And the answer is no. And now still maintaining that possession on. We've got to see if he can score one more before the halftime whistle blows.
Yeah, might just be over here where again turning brilliantly, creating the space over there in the box is Lokmanu. Will he go for that shot? Nope. Decides to go closer and try to play that short pass to Pele. It didn't quite work out, but still has possession, has the opportunity, spotted the through ball to Pele. Now with Mbappe, shoots across goal, but Van der Sar just plucks it out of the air like it's nothing, like he's just catching a small rubber ball that a child has thrown at him. But that's somehow how the goalkeepers react. Some of the simplest saves will just fly past them. Some of the most difficult saves will look ridiculously easy. But that's the unpredictability, Sada, that we like and enjoy watching the eISL.
Yeah, and now again, Lokmanu has been showing those killer instincts, right? He's been the one who's been trying to keep more of the possession. He's been the one applying so much pressure. And this time we're seeing so much variation from his side, right? From the center, from the left, from the right. He's been going for the through passes, has been looking really crafty. Something that we would want from a player of his stature, right? This time again with Pele, he's got to look for some sort of an opening. Maybe could directly also go in for the shot, and this is one of the primary concern with a lot of eISL players, right? They sometimes second guess themselves, but with Lokmanu and the experience that he carries with him, it's going to be different because he knows that at this point, when you have no pressure on you, you can play your free FIFA the way you would ideally play against your friends and enjoy the game and not be under pressure, because that has been one of the primary causes for his fall. But this could be a really good chance with Ronaldo has managed to steal the ball away, has to look for that perfect pass, but a little late on that. Not a lot of power, just goes on towards Marquinhos as KT Dillon making a really nice save and giving the ball away.
Yeah, again, I think Lokmanu maybe just found himself with too much time over there to make a decision and eventually ended up choosing the wrong one. But yeah, KT, he's got his back to the wall right now. Lokmanu looking very, very dominant and again giving that ball away really, really cheaply. And will he now? Oh, now he's got the ball again. Can he make this counter attack count? For lack of a better word, he gets in with Ronaldo over here. Now has three options in the box. Goes for the back post, but Neymar, not the guy you want in the header. CR7 wins that. It falls to De Bruyne and it is in. KT Dillon against the run of play grabs that equalizer and ATKMB right back in it as KDB does some kind of strange dancing.
We love it, right? The fans also do. Look at the space that he found with KDB, and Kevin De Bruyne has been one of the latest cards that we've seen the players using a lot, especially after the Team of the Year cards had been announced, and a lot of them have been permanently using him in their starting lineup. And there you go. He's got that instinct towards the goal. He's one of those players who can score from the longer ranges, can get in and also score. Very reliable card, I must say, and has delivered. And there you go, right? Just waiting for the halftime whistle, a last ditch effort, a last chance by Lokmanu, and finally it has been foiled. And there you have it. The halftime whistle has been blown as the scoreline has been equalized. The last minute goal from KT Dillon to sort of commemorate the end of the first half. And then look at this first goal from KBFC. They've been creating such good chances, but towards the end, when it mattered, they kind of messed it up a little bit, and Katie Dillon really capitalized, scored the equalizer. But the second half, I think a lot to talk about it, because we were thinking this could be completely one-sided if Lokmanius had scored one more. But Katie has still put himself out there, still in contention of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would love to at least hold on to a draw over here so that ATKMB can go into that third game with a lot less pressure. And it seems like the same old story again for Kerala Blasters FC. Games where they've dominated, they're not quite able to capitalize. Of course, we're only halfway through this one. But Katie looking very good over here, getting his slice of luck. Now he finds CR7, but heads just wide. And another big opportunity. And Lokmani will be a bit worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, right, Lokmanu needs to watch out for all these sneaky little plays coming in from KT's side. And a little bit of a misread can be very disastrous for him. And yeah, KT has been, ever since he scored that goal, he's been getting back to his tempo, he's dancing to his own groove, he's been creating his little chances. And it's not good news for Kerala Blasters FC. And this could be potentially one of those moments where he could have scored a goal, but with Marquinhos making sure that everything is fine, Lokmanu instantly has no time but to get in. And with Hullet receiving that through pass, he's got to look for Ronaldo Nazario, finds him, has to take the shot, but beats the keeper. But Cancelo just barging in the last moment, and it goes out for a corner.
Well, that's the new definition of a shot cancel. It's a shot Cancelo over there. Looked like a goal for all the world, but then just at the last moment, KT managing to get a player back in to cover. It looked like it was going to be a repeat of the last time out, where he just got himself around the keeper and was trying to pass it into an empty net, but maybe took a little bit too much time. Maybe would have been better served by actually taking a proper shot or even going for a chip. And now KT on that counter attack, he's quite comfortable playing on that counter attack. You know what his game is going to be. He's going to get wide and then try to put that cross into the box, try to create some chaos. We've seen two good crosses work out for him. One, of course, resulting in the goal, and the other one resulting in a very close shave with the header going just wide. So for Lokmanu, it's about finding that balance. Yes, he's going to want to keep attacking as much as he can, but he has to keep an eye on that defense and those fullbacks as well.
Oh yeah, he certainly has to do the same. But oh, Ronaldo Nazario being a little offside over there, and Kerala Blasters FC. I mean, apart from that early on antics by Lokmanu, right? We haven't seen much out of him. From the second half, we're seeing, it's KT who's been applying that extra bit of pressure, who looks completely unfazed by this impedable force like Lokmanu. But now we've got KT back on his attack. It's been back and forth FIFA all along. It's been a 1-1 scoreline. Both these players, trying to prove their mettle, try to score that winner. As Kerala Blasters FC clearly not happy with how they've been looking. This could be a really interesting steal. Mbappe passing the ball on towards the right wing from Pele. It's a good received through pass with Mbappe. Is definitely going to take a shot or maybe go for a pass, but the defense of KT Dillon being so alert and vigilant, but this could all go into foil, but no. Marquinhos shows his backs and the ball has been saved, and now it could be a counter-attack for ATKMB.
Well, it looks like KT is doing his best to try and lose this game at the moment. Keeps giving the ball away. Again, very, very poor pass, and really gave up three big chances to Lokmanu, not able to take any of them. And I think it's a measure of just the lack of the little lack of confidence that's come into the game after the current form they've been in, or a little bit of lack of belief. And again over there, Marquinhos gets that clearance. So Lokmanu trying to mix things up, trying to put crosses into the box as well. But yeah, again, it looks like a repeat of what happened with Akshat in the last game. So many chances, but this time it's not the keepers but the defenders who are managing to get in at that last moment, almost stealing in there with Ronaldo. And if KT can hold on to this draw, I think he'll be very pleased with it, and I think it'll be a massive, massive escape if he can hold on.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about how things are going on. I mean, if KT can manage to hold Lukmanu off, then I think Kerala Blasters, the only chance then they will have is to get a win in the co-op game, right? Because the first game has been won by Bindratej, and yeah, just they'll be fighting for that one extra point. So I think ATKMB, they've done a really good job at that, keeping them contained. And
Oh,
Mbappe now making a run. Katie Dillon has definitely got a score, and look at what he's done with
oh,
Mbappe through that right wing, goes straight on the back of the goal, and look, Manu can do nothing about it. ATKMB fans, they want to seal it in the second game itself. Katie would be really pleased with how he has been playing.
oh, he's been riding his luck this entire game and again gets very fortunate with that finish. I mean, you would expect the keeper to save that shot from Mbappe over there. Gets into a good position. I mean, it's very rare that you would see a shot fly into the far post from there, but hey, when your luck's not in, your luck is just not in. It was the same for Akshat, and it looks like it's the same for Lokmanu as well. But I mean, this is great for ATKMB to try and make their campaign look a little bit more respectable. If they can get to maybe 12 or 15 points by the end of the season, they can look back and say, okay, you know what, we weren't. It looks better than on paper than it actually maybe was, and we see Vinicius now brought on to get some pace in. And it's going to be the last 10 minutes of full-on attack for Lokmanu. It's about whether KT can see it out and whether Lokmanu's luck will start to change for these last few minutes.
Oh yeah, and at this point, Lokmanu has got to get a draw very much, because now this is looking so far-fetched for Kerala Blasters FC. He was so much in control of the game just to give it all away, and now we've got to see if Lokmanu, at the very least, can get a draw or not. He's got to be really composed. He's got to be really sound with Cruyff. He's gotten in on Ronaldo Nazario. He's got to take a shot somewhere down the line, but Hakimi denying him that opportunity, out for a corner right now. On towards Cruyff, he's got to look for Neymar Jr.'s, found him, given it away towards Ruben Diaz, still applying that extra bit of pressure. But look at the number of men defending for ATKMB. This looks so impregnable, and still somehow Lokmanu has found his opportunity with Ronaldo. Is he going to do something? No, really sticky feet in those last few moments,
Oh
and
my
I
goodness!
think this could be a huge blunder, but saved.
Yeah, saved, gets it away. 1 minute of stoppage time to see out. I think it's done. My goodness, what is KT doing? It's like he's determined to give Lokmanu that second goal over here. And will he see this out now? Lokmanu, this is last chance alone over here. Referee is refusing to blow his whistle. 2 minutes it has been. But as long as he stays in the box, we might even get 90 more minutes, because that's just how the game code works. Cleared away. And it is 3 points in the bag for ATKMB. 2 wins back to back. And well, something for the fans from the red and green side of Kolkata to feel happy about. And Lokmanu raging at the game now. No amount of coaching classes can substitute what he's feeling right now, and you can see just how infuriated he is by everything that's gone on in that last game.
Oh yeah, I mean both Lokmanu and Akshat, they were so kind of disappointed, I must say, because they had been creating so much chances, right? With Akshat, it was the checkers, and all right, there's the thing. You call it with chess, I'm gonna call it with checkers. So, but yeah,
Oh, well done.
but for Lokmanu, it was an affair where earlier on we did see that attacking instinct from his side, but I think Katie Dillon really conditioned himself pretty well in those situations, right? He knew how Lokmanu was going to be attacking, and he had to find that perfect opportunity. He had to find that perfect moment, and just when we were all least expecting it, he went in to score the goal. But yeah, this is how Lokmanu started. We really thought that this could be an easy game for him, and he was looking so well settled in. But then after, we saw saves after saves being pulled off by Van der Sar, and even KT was really sound on his defenses, right? He's blocked multiple chances, and then all he needed was that one good and clean opportunity where he managed to get the second goal for himself as well.
Yeah, and I mean, he really rode his luck. There were just some moments where he just kept gifting that ball back to Lokmanu, saying, come on, give me one more, I'll defend everything." And it just happened to work out. I think he grew into the game, grew in confidence a lot more in the second half. But I think at 2-1, suddenly it was just too much for Lokmanu to take. And I think Lokmanu's complaint will be that, you know what, I took the exact same shot from the same angle in the first half, and Van der Sar just saved it with no problem, held on to it, didn't even have to push it away. But now when this happens from my opponent, it's a completely different story, and it is a different story for Lokmanu, but you could say at some level
Look at this
maybe
goal.
the same story of the tournament.
Look at the goal, the second one especially, right? The way it went in. I mean, I think more than Kerala Blasters missing out on chance, missing out on the goals that they had been trying for. I think this is what something that would frustrate Lokmanu. How did his goal go in? And I've been trying to create so many chances. I've been beating the goalkeeper, but somewhere down the line, some or the other defender just comes in. It's Cancelo sometimes, it's Hakimi sometimes. We have seen this happen more often, and
Yeah.
clearly not pleased with how they've been performing. And this is so bad for Kerala Blasters.
Yeah, it's not a good day for them. They could have tried to keep themselves up in that battle for potentially fifth place if results went their way, which I think would have been not the worst result for them. All found overall to be fifth in the tournament, just outside the top four, is something that maybe they could have accepted
Yeah.
after a while. But ATKMB getting the job done, getting the 3 points on the day, up to 9 points, tripling their points tally in just a few days for ATKMB. So they'll be very, very pleased with that. And of course, gives them that little bit of motivation, because for them, I think they've been the guys suffering the longest in terms of, our tournament is over. There's no chance of us making us the playoffs, but we still have to turn up every week and play our matches and still be cheerful about it, and not just play, also lose so many of those matches and get thrashed in so many of those matches. But they've shown the spirit, they've shown the willingness, and they're reaping the rewards now.
Oh yeah, and I think at this particular moment, like we said, Lokmanu not really happy with himself, but he's got to play the remainder of the match. We still have one more game to go, but before that, for you guys, you've got a chance and opportunity to get your hands on this VFlect Terra Virtua robot. All you've got to do is head on to terravirtua.io/ISL, sign yourself up, and get this one for free, which is worth $19.99.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can get it for free. Sign up. You can customize it for whatever jersey of the eISL or the Hero ISL that you prefer, and get on with the movement. Get on the NFT bandwagon, because everyone's getting on it, and you don't want to miss the train. But now with the third game, I wonder what is going to be the mental state of those boys at Kerala Blasters FC, because they've been done badly by the keepers, the game, their luck. Look, you can look at Lokmanu. He still cannot get over it. He's just so frustrated and annoyed about it. And I can imagine. I've been there. I've broken a few controllers in my time, and you can see just the almost with a little bit of guilt, the ATKMB boys just watch on and say, "Okay, sorry, we got our win, but we what to do?"
At this point, I'm getting scared. Honestly, I think Lokmanu could potentially break more than a few controllers there. But I think he's a quite professional guy. He knows, it's sometimes really annoying, right? He'd been creating so many chances, all into vain. And the next moment, after you're so infuriated, after you're so frustrated, you've got to play one more game, and that makes it even worse. I mean, it goes two ways, right? Just hanging on knife's edge over here. Either ATKMB completely dominate this one, or it's going to be Kerala Blasters FC scoring minimum 5 or 6 goals. No,
I think we're going to see the wrath of Lokmanu in this match. I think he's going to really come out and absolutely batter these guys, and I don't mind that, because ATKMB have got the 3 points, so now we can let Lokmanu have his moment in the sun. Although it does look like ATKMB are potentially counter-attacking here as well, but no, it is Kerala Blasters on the front foot. trying to get that ball into Pele, not quite happening. And I think Akshat also was seething by the end of that last game of his, saying how are these keepers making these saves? What are they doing? I mean, seriously, if there's a break into the FIFA offices somewhere tonight with somebody just taking a hammer and attacking the servers, I'm just saying you can you can have a guess as to who it might be. But yes, all jokes aside, it is still Kerala Blasters FC getting forward, trying to get in with a chance. And on the corner, let's see what they can do. Ronaldo on the ball, coming in but blocked off, typically, as has happened for this entire game, by an ATKMB defender or keeper. At some point, I think even the referee will start getting involved and start blocking their shots for them. But this is brilliant individual stuff. Wait, was that a rainbow kick? Eventually boils down to nothing. I think Lokmani wants to do something special now. He wants to do maybe a rainbow flick and then smash into the top corner volley. That might be fun. Let's see how it goes. For now, you can see still looking very, very angry on that bottom left corner of the screen. Not pleased about how this has gone at all. Maybe we'll get to have a chat with him at some point later and see exactly which part he was so annoyed about. But at the moment, it's just a throw for Kerala Blasters FC, who have been the team in the ascendancy, you would have to say, for these opening 15 minutes, thinking about where to throw the ball. Now, with R9 over there, finds the ball out to Bellingham. Lovely chip ball through, and surprise, surprise, it's better check with the save again.
Oh, this is so annoying, right, Azim? Because considering their run so far, Kerala Blasters FC, look at them. Look at Manu is disgusted. The next moment he's gonna break something. I'm telling you. Keep any glass objects nowhere near 30 meters proximity of him. But again, with Mbappe, he's been trying to create an attack, and he takes a go at it. But Czech has no intentions of letting it go in.
Yes, I think check is not working. Maybe if they have Matty Cash as the player on the bench, they can get it. But finally, the check has been cashed, and it is a goal for Kerala Blasters FC. And finally, I think richly deserved goal. Let's see if they can hang on to it. Of course, Vinder Tej will be looking to try and add to his goal tally, because the goals in co-op matches, of course, also do count. But yeah, let's see if they can finally turn things around. I mean, if Kerala Blasters FC don't win this game, you're right. I mean, look at that lovely Rabona turn. And is that going to fall the way of Pele? Not quite. But yeah, I mean, if Kerala Blasters FC don't win this particular game, I expect things to be thrown around. I'm expecting we'll see a small cutscene where, for a brief moment, those two footballs in the background will be deflated and then suddenly replaced by last-minute production changes. But yeah, on the counter-attack, ATKMB looking very good, and the chance into the top corner. That's a very, very good goal.
Oh no. I mean, just when we were thinking, that Kerala Blasters FC could really make a strong comeback into it, there you go. ATKMB have done it again, and they have equalized when the time comes, and it's way before the half-time marker, right? And considerably where we stand at this particular moment, it's going to be such a feisty affair. Both these teams, they have their eyes on winning this game, and Kerala Blasters FC, just at the points, they've been really annoyed with Peter Cech, and I do not know. I mean, this is one of those goalkeepers. Cech is, of course, one of those goalkeepers that not a lot of players go for, and suddenly he has turned out to be so effective against Kerala Blasters.
Yeah, and well, they might be adding more pain over here as Pele just waltzed through, and you can see a last-ditch tackle. I don't think he even cared if he got a red card in that moment. I think Lokman is just out to break some virtual legs at the moment, and finds the ball in. Surely a goal, but no, he just ball rolls away from his own chance. That's just terrible. And is that going to be onside? Well, it's a shot on target, and guess who saved it again?
Oh. And I mean, what do we say from around there? But yeah, I think. Oh,
Oh my
oh!
goodness!
Little bit of a respite at this point. Kerala Blasters FC, no intentions of even wanting to celebrate at this particular moment. Clearly could see the moment he scored that goal, he was like, press the X button, need to end this misery fast, right? But yeah, before halftime, little bit of loose giveaways from ATKMB and have been capitalized. But what's happening? Oh God, this has gotten so much more exciting, so much drama being involved in this entire matchup.
This could be a third, no, a bicycle kick clearance over there, as at the other end of the pitch, Mbappe got kicked in the face with zero consequence, no concussion, nothing. And now Pele, oh, he had the ball roll covered and just went into the same direction. Actually, walked into the player as the slide tackle had already been done. I think a simple ball roll would have sufficed, and that could easily have been 2-all. Of course, it wouldn't have been a straightforward goal. It would probably have, hit the post, hit the referee, and then gone in for ATKMB, because that's how their luck is going today. But for the moment, Kerala Blasters FC, you wouldn't know it looking at them, but they are leading this game.
Yeah.
And of course, the sad part for them is that they have already lost the match overall. They're getting no points from this. ATKMB will be taking all three, as we see. My
No way!
goodness! Oh my goodness, it's a finesse shot into the top corner, and Lokman, it was almost a sitcom scene over there where he just quietly put his controller down on the side and just took a sip of his coke, saying, you know what, I'm done.
I mean, today is one of those days, where he does just did not wake up on the wrong side of the bed. He fell off. He fell off from his bed, and that is exactly what has been the primary cause of concern. And you can't do anything. You can't do anything against a shot like that, right? Just when we were thinking that, yeah, maybe the co-op game is there for Kerala Blasters FC, and suddenly ATKMB, they're in a mood for mischief, right? They're gonna do anything and everything in their capacity and try to annoy the world out of Kerala Blasters FC. A lot of things going on at this particular point. They just lost the motivation to fight, right? Clearly knowing even if they win, the outcome does not change anything at all. But for both teams, right? The points really don't matter. But for ATKMB, it's all about walking off with your heads held high, try to at least get double digits by the end of the league stages. And that is clearly what their intention has been. This time, however, Kerala Blasters FC tried to get in a little deep there, but still mitigated, no damage done. And we've got to see from here onwards in the second half, where does this match go? Is it going to be a clean 3 victories for ATKMB, or is it going to be Kerala Blasters FC stealing one? Or maybe is it going to end in a draw, which I really do not want. Look at this. How?
Yeah, that was an absolute peach of a finish over there, and I think that was Vindratej getting his goal, potentially putting him in contention also for that Hero of the Match award, which of course, well, it's going to be an interesting decision to see who gets that, because, wait, hang on, we see the ball into the box from, it's Emil Smith Rowe on the pitch, and looks like ATKMB having a bit of fun with their substitutions. And Smith Rowe is on an incredible take on the line over there. And are ATKMB going to get the win over here? Lokmanu finally cracking a little bit of a smile, I think, over there, just getting over it. I think a new module to add to his coaching. I think it's Lokmanu's anger management classes. Is going to be the new module being added, latest edition, patch 3.0. But for now, it's still very, very entertaining end-to-end stuff over here. We see new players being used, Emil Smith Rowe being brought on, and now big opportunity, and of course it's blocked by an ATKMB defender. What were you expecting in this game? And now going long, very, very long for Smith Rowe to chase. And it doesn't look like there's going to be much.
Yeah, and at this point, right? Clearly, you could. Oh, that could be really deadly with Ronaldo just pacing in from that left wing. Is he going to go for the cross? No, rather looks for a cutback, and this could be the end of things. And there you have it. For the first time in this matchup, it's going to be Cruyff scoring it, and yes, ATKMB have taken the lead. It's 3-2. Oh, at this point, it's clear, it's evident. ATKM, Kerala Blasters FC, they're gonna be so annoyed. And you know, I can understand why Lokmanu just chalked it off, just had a laugh. You know, there are those moments, right, when the level of pain, the kind of it kind of hits 999, and at a certain point, you've reached your threshold, and you know, no matter how much tryharding you do, the outcomes aren't gonna change. Where ATKMB were looking to get even more deadly, score a couple more. That is where Kerala Blasters FC realized they still have a match in hand. They can still try to score another equalizer. This could be the perfect chance for it. No,
no way.
no way. Just get done with this.
Okay, well, he was offside anyway, so I think that doesn't count. But how on earth could that possibly be saved? This is just absurd today. It really, really is. And well, I think Lokmanu can afford a bit of a smile because as a comedian, I can tell you the short formula for comedy is that all comedy is just tragedy plus time. And I think a little bit of time passing from Lokmanu's tragedy, and he's managing to see the funny side of it as they are trailing now 3-2. How much worse can it possibly get for them?
I mean, they started off in a good manner. They scored a goal, then they conceded one, they scored another, then they conceded another, and another at that. But this time they're looking determined. They want to go in. But I think ATKMB this time, they've done some good homework in terms of the defense, and especially the wall that stands in front of them, Peter Cech, not letting anything, keeping everything in check really, and this could be the end of a show, could be good night, sweet dreams with Ronaldo. This is preposterous. Still the ball in play. He's been making those saves. What on earth is happening, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my goodness, that was just another bizarre passage of play, and I think they can thank Van der Sar this time. Petr Cech, no save coming in from there, and this has been the entertainment that we were all hoping for. It was brilliant, that little sombrero flick over the top from Ronaldo, getting the volley in, then the rebound being saved as well. The time finishes completely off. But Kerala Blasters FC managing to get themselves level in this one. We're getting some great entertainment as well. Let's see what substitutions are being made. We see, Smith Rowe being shifted out to the left now. We will come to know just shortly who has been brought on from the substitutes bench. It is Eusebio on for Ronaldo for Kerala Blasters FC, and for ATKMB, it's Messi on for Ronaldo. So we might be seeing a few long range shots, and I think this match deserves to have a winner. I don't think a draw does it justice. I think there should be just one crazy 91st minute goal line scrap to give us a winner. Let's see if we get that.
You know, the whole objective of watching this match has completely changed, and oh, just when we were thinking we were done with all the shenanigans that can happen have already occurred, and suddenly going for a shot they've never ever gone for it and succeeding at that. And oh my goodness, what are we privy to tonight? I really want another matchup. You know, ATKMB versus Kerala Blasters FC, a rematch is something that even the viewers want, but regardless, that's not possible. But hey, 10 minutes left. Can ATKMB make score an equalizer here?
Well, I think they still can. I think they might go for a Messi shot as well at some point. There's still 10 minutes on the clock as we see. Ooh, is there going to be a red card over there? I wonder. Let's see. Because usually the referee would let that go. I think Bindra is there wiping his eyes because he also can't quite believe what he's witnessing in this match. And I do wonder if that's a red card. Let's see what finally happens, because usually after a foul, if there's such an immediate and a long pause, it's usually because one team is a man down.
Yeah, and that's definitely not good news, because we've got to see what really occurs at this certain scenario. But boy, oh boy, I mean, this had to be the most entertaining and gripping match, gripping third game where does not matter whoever is the winner, there's no positive outcome for the other team. and suddenly everyone's just glued in to see how this one really pans out. And there you can see,
Oh,
oh, ATKMB, they went in for the ball, but nothing much really coming out. And they've retained possession again with Hullet trying to get in. No, Cancelo says not this time.
yeah, and of course, it was Bellingham who received the red card for Kerala Blasters FC. But still, they're coming forward. Needs the cross to come in. It does come in. It's a smashing ball, but who else but Pedicek is there to cut that out? And now they come on the counter attack, but Ronaldo finds himself offside, and it looks like a three at the back formation now. All guns blazing, all hands to the pump for ATKMB. Let's see if they can find that last gasp equalizer, or will there be some small crumbs of comfort for Kerala Blasters FC today?
And I think if you remember, this is not the first time Kerala Blasters FC have dealt with the brunt of it, right? Even last time it was Mufu who was the one who got a red card and still managed to see things through. In fact, scored a goal against Lokmanu, if I'm not wrong. So again, the debacle with Kerala Blasters FC and the red card saga continues today. This time, them being on the receiving end of things. But yeah, I think so far so good. They've done a pretty decent job. A last-ditch effort, the last attack into this game with Smith Rowe trying to get in through that right wings.
Oh, is that a second red card?
No, it's just in
Oh,
yellow.
they've wasted it. They've wasted it. Well, maybe just allowing Kerala Blasters FC to have their little moment of their. Akshat gets up and leaves. He's done with this nonsense, and it is a win for ATKMB. Of course, the win was confirmed after the first two games itself, and of course, we did get to see absolute mega entertainment in that co-op match immediately after it. So. Yeah, I think easily one of the most entertaining eISL fixtures we've had all season.
Yeah, I think no doubts at that because it was all about Peter Cech. I mean, hero of the match. I think we could send him a little memento, saying that for what you've done, you've really frustrated one of our most talented players. Especially the second game where look, Manu, I really thought that someone's gonna get brutally beaten up. But yeah, I think that's the telltale. That's the exact reason why we all love FIFA, right? We live for moments like this. There are days when you might be the better player, might be the one creating the most chances, but again, it's sometimes those sneaky little goals that just tuck in, and you can do nothing but laugh at your fate, at your misery over there. But this game, howsoever, after all those heroics of ATKMB trying to score equalizers and anything at all. But Kerala Blasters FC managed to see the game through. But no such impact on the outcome of the overall result. It's still going to be 3 points easily being taken by the boys from ATKMB.
Yeah, and of course, we will get to have a look at the leaderboard. But just enjoy the highlights. We saw some absolutely crazy goals being scored. I think this game had everything. It had 7 goals, it had a red card, it had crazy shots, it had crazy chances being created. Like this one. Was this the one? No, this was the goal. I loved the little finish that he went for. Very cheeky finish at the bottom. We had a few gag players being brought on as well with Emil Smith Rowe, clearly one of them an Arsenal fan, bringing on one of his favorite young players. And then we saw the 3-2 over here, finally getting the ball past Petacek. And even then, I think Lokman, just a hint of a smile from him. And then finally, they managed to get that crazy Messi goal into the top corner, giving them a taste of their own medicine. And even he's like, yeah, what is this? How can Messi score from everywhere? And that shows you how even this was. 3.8 XG versus 3.4. I think quite I think by a very fair margin, I think the most exciting and evenly contested co-op match we've had in the eISL so far.
But look at the possession. It's ludicrous, right? 62-38, but does not make you feel like that, right? Both the teams took their chances, took those shots, and at a certain point, being Lokmanu and being Akshat, you've got to ask this question to yourself: why did I not try to go for the Messi long shot, right? Why did I not try a lot of other stuff which I could have done? But again, the players were out here just to have some fun. Let's take a look at the scorecard. There you go, officially confirmed 3 points going in, and ATKMB finally very, very close for to get those double digits on just 1 point remaining. I think now with this win, they're on 9 points. So that's a good story for them, finally taking the revenge. The last time they faced off against ATKMB, it was Kerala Blasters FC that went off with the win. So there you could see. But let's take a look at who the hero of the match is going to be. Is it going to be KT or is it going to be Bindra? So finally, KT Dillon making his appearance with 4 goals scored. So most of them also coming in his co-op game. So yeah, I think fairly decent performance by his side.
Yeah, I think rode his luck quite a lot in the game against Lokmanya, and I think can take responsibility for the angriest Lokmanya we've ever seen. I think we can make lots of angry Lokmanya memes. Like you can make memes like when you don't pay fees for Lokmanya coaching classes and just have him shouting at you. But yeah, he just particularly after this goal, I think it hit him more after the match had gone in, saying, "How did that goal go in?" And this was brilliant in the co-op as well. Absolutely smashing goal. And over here, it was very, very well worked. And then this finish, absolutely gorgeous. Just low-driven, cheeky finish. And great game to watch. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I think everyone watching this matchup would have been so happy just to see how things were going on. But finally, it's the moment, it's the time, Terra Virtua Super moment of the day. And for the first time, I do not know, I mean, of course, it has to come down to a certain goal. And it is, in fact, the second one that has been scored by KT Dillon. And clearly, the one goal where which really made Lokmanya mad. How on earth could that go in? It was as if Van der Sar saying, just pass it through me, right? He made no efforts. It was directly gone in, kind of sealed the fate for Kerala Blasters FC, because had that not gone in, things could have been completely different. Maybe Lokmanya could have managed to win it all. Things could have been way out of order. But now let's take a look at the leaderboards and find ourselves confirmed with the fact that ATKMB very close, just 1 point is what they need to enter into the double digits. And Kerala Blasters 17 games played, 18 points is what they could have managed. They started their journey pretty well. They were on a high. They were in that top 4 contention for quite a long time, but ever since the second half, we haven't seen much out of them. Akshat definitely had stepped up, but Lokmanya clearly not being able to perform. Well, he's been creating so many chances, but if you have got a goalkeeper like Peter Cech out there, so you can't do much about things right there, right? But talking about KT, well, he's waiting for us inside the studio, and केटी कैसा लग रहा है कि लोकमान्य को आपने आज पागल कर दिया आप he was almost on the verge of losing himself, so what was the thought?
It wasn't me actually. He was not like angry at me or something. It was the game, and I was even I was getting irritated by the game. Even 3 or 4 times I shouted because the passes were getting misplaced so often. It's just FIFA, man. We never know when we're gonna get a good connection or something, and like that gets to you.
Yeah.
So I can understand why he's like that, and I feel.
I
for
think
him
we've all
actually.
had our moments. Yeah, I mean, I've broken a few controllers in my time, so I can totally relate to that. But I think this was a very, very entertaining match. I think particularly both you and Bindratej all were playing with a lot of freedom. Sometimes felt like too much freedom because you were passing the ball straight to the opposition a lot of times. That final co-op game, that was one of the most exciting games we've seen. Just talk us through that.
It was so exciting, man. We just went all out. I told him let's have fun, and he like told me the same thing. And he was like, "I'll bring on my favorite player as well." He brought on the Arsenal guy, and like it was fun, man. They scored an early goal. Like we made a mistake as well, but we scored some great goals. So it was a fun match.
But tell me about Peter Cech and his love story with Lokmanu. Very bittersweet over there, and he was creating so many chances, but to no avail. I mean, Peter Cech made saves with. I mean, he must not have done such in even real life those impossible saves like that. So, what was your intention? Because not a lot of players do opt for Peter Cech, but you did.
Mm, it's I don't opt for Peter Check. Actually, I play Vansar in my individual game, and in the co-op it was Check, and that's
Yeah.
Pindra.
Yeah.
He is an Arsenal fan, so I guess that's where that comes from. And I guess Arsenal fan, we got lucky. The Arsenal thing played into our hands.
Well, great to see you guys getting more points on the board. Great to see you guys finally getting the wins and, well, being in a good mood after matches. Not
Yeah,
something we saw for the first half of the season, but back-to-back wins. Congratulations, and hope you guys can make it into double digits as well by the end of the season.
thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. Have
Cheers.
a good day.
Oh, I mean, I think it was a, how do you call it? A Pesa Vasool matchup, right? Everyone here came in,
Hold on.
had a lot of fun. The commentators, the audience, even the players outside. Everyone was cheering with all these shenanigans happening throughout the game. But overall, for all the viewers watching the stream right now, I'm pretty sure you all enjoyed and want to show your support in those ending phases of the league stages. You can get your hands on this Terra Virtua VFlect robot. All you've got to do is sign up to www.terravirtua.io/ISL, and then all you've got to do is select your favorite club, whichever sort of a robot that you need, which is worth $19.99. But for you guys, if you sign up, it's absolutely free. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, now we are finally done with the second fixture for this evening, right? Because we've got one more, and that's the one you definitely can't afford to miss. But before we head out from this stream, a huge shout out to our sponsors, as the eISL is powered by Coca-Cola. A huge shout out to our associate sponsors, Hero Esports partners, Notwin Gaming, platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. And Azim and I, we're going to get our coffee soon, our popcorns readied up, because next up is Chennai FC going up against Bengaluru FC, but after this short little break.